I'm Ryan from ExtremeTerrain.com, and this is my review and installation of the Body Armor 4x4 Gen 3 trail doors fitting all 2007 and up JKs. Today we're going to talk through the installation of these doors, which is a very simple 1 out of 3 wrenches. These will install on your Jeep in under an hour, and that's even with having to set up and make all of your adjustments. After you take these off and put them back on the second time, it's going to be even faster for you. But we'll talk more about the install in just a second. We're also going to talk through the construction and a few of the other features of these doors. Tube doors are for those of you who want to be able to enjoy the open air driving experience of taking the doors off your JK and going for a ride. However, you want a little bit more of that secure feeling you get from having a door. You want to have something to brace yourself against when you're off-road in those off-camera situations, or maybe you have pets or children in your Jeep that you want to make sure stay in your Jeep. And that is really where a tube door comes into play. Now, these ones from Body Armor are a really well-built door. However, they don't have some of the features that are included with other tube doors. These ones are not going to have a locking latch, and they're not going to accept a factory mirror. However, these do come with this nylon webbing that has a bit of an arm pad built into the top of it. And that's something that some of the other options on the market don't have. So it really comes down to which features are most important to you and which doors you like the best. As it says right in the name, this is the 3rd generation of trail doors by Body Armor 4x4, and that is absolutely a good thing. Every time they come out with a new generation, they've made improvements that make these doors even better. Now, some of the complaints that people have with a trail door is that they don't fit quite right or that they rattle. And the reason that they don't fit quite right most of the time is that they'll have the door hinge pin welded right onto the door. So if the heat from the weld makes that move a little bit, or if the jig isn't quite right, those pins aren't going to align just right with the factory door hinges on your JK. A reason that some of these can rattle is because of the latching mechanism and how that attaches. And Body Armor has really taken into account a lot of those issues with this door. The hinges, instead of being welded directly onto the door, they bolt in place, and there is some adjustability there, allowing you to really fine tune and make sure that the door fits really well. The latch is similar. As you can see, there are a couple of oblong holes here, and that latch is going to move, so you can make sure that you can get it adjusted and get it so it attaches just right onto the Jeep. Now, as I said before, a couple of things that these doors don't have that some of the other doors on the market have that I like. One of those things is a locking latch. Now, you might be thinking it's a tube door. If somebody wants to get into my Jeep, they're going to get in. Well, the locking latch isn't so much to keep people out as it is to keep someone from walking away with your doors. Most of us, when we're running a tube door, will just drop it in the hinges and not use any sort of retention nut. So if that's the case, someone can just reach in, unlatch the door, open it slightly, pull it off the hinges, and walk away with it. A locking latch will take care of that for you. Of course, with this door that doesn't have a locking latch, you can use your retention nuts or even a locking nut to make sure that somebody doesn't walk away with your doors, but that's one extra step every time you install and uninstall the doors. Now, another thing that this door doesn't have is the ability to accept a factory JK mirror. This is pre-drilled for a Body Armor mirror that looks very similar to a factory TJ mirror. However, it's not going to accept your JK mirror. So what you can do is relocate that factory JK mirror to the A-pillar permanently and not utilize these holes, or you can purchase the Body Armor mirrors that are designed to go with this door. However, that is going to be a little bit of a drawback for some of you that would rather just remove your factory mirrors off of your factory doors and attach them to your tube doors when you have them installed. Now, this door does have some things that a lot of other ones don't have. There are some doors on the market that have a webbing material that you can purchase. This one actually comes with it, and this is going to give you a little bit more of that secure feeling. Again, especially if you have pets If you have children riding in the Jeep with you, having this netting is going to be really nice. The Generation 3 door like this here has a much stronger webbing and much stronger netting. It has a built-in armrest pad up on the top here. It has some additional Velcro pieces here to keep the door from flapping. They really have redesigned this and made it better with every generation, and this is the best trail door that Body Armor 4x4 has put out to date. As I said before, this is a very simple 1 out of 3 wrench install, and the first time you install these, you might be at right around an hour by the time you get your latches and your door hinge pins adjusted properly, but that's really only something you have to do once. The next time it's going to be much quicker to drop your doors in place. Now, the first step in this install is of course removing your factory doors, which you'll do by unclipping the wiring harness and the limit straps, removing the retention nuts if you have them, and then simply lifting the door off and setting it somewhere safe. After that, you can loosely install your door hinge pins on your new door, as well as loosely installing the striker. Make sure everything is lined up, tighten down the bolts on the hinge pins, adjust the striker so that it meshes up perfectly with that factory strike pin on the tub of your JK, and then tighten down that hardware. Afterward or before, you can go ahead and attach the webbing. It doesn't much matter whether you do it off the Jeep or on the Jeep, but remember to attach these two Velcro pieces here that are new for the Gen 3 that are going to keep the door from flapping when you're at highway speed. And that's really it. As I said, the next time you're just going to lift the door off, put your factory ones back on, and to get this in place the next time, just drop it on the hinge pins. Everything will be aligned properly. You just close the doors and go. These doors do come in at around $420 a pair, so if you're buying all 4 for your 4-door, you are going to be at a little over $900. Now, you know that these doors are going to fit on your Jeep because they have the adjustable hinges and the adjustable latches, and these also do come with this nylon webbing, which is a really nice feature if you plan on running it. However, these do not come with a locking latch or the ability to use your factory JK mirrors. So again, it comes down to what features are most important to you. If you're not interested in running a factory mirror and you're not interested in having a locking latch, this is going to be a really nice door. If you want those features, I would recommend taking a look at some of the other options on the market, maybe a barricade, a rugged ridge, or a Smittybilt door. So whether you're looking to add a set of tube doors onto your JK, either because you like the look, because you like the additional visibility that they give you so you can really see your line when you're driving down the trail, or because you like the open air driving experience of not having doors on your JK, but you want a little bit more security, this is going to be an option that will fit well and is moderately priced. So that's my review of the Body Armor 4x4 Gen 3 trail doors fitting all 2007 and up JKs that you can find right here at ExtremeTerrain.com.